Boarding.
There.
Perfect. Um, Adewale, do you mind sharing your screen? Because I'd like to see where you're at. And it could serve as a good refresher to see where we're going. And then after that, Mera, we can switch over to you and catch you up wherever you're at. Session starting now.
Okay, give me some minutes. I'm connected on another device. So let me connect with
Oh,
my
no
laptop.
worries.
So,
No worries. No worries. Perfect. Um, okay, so let's just practice something real quick. We are at 10:08. So I think if people were going to join, they're here now. And there might be like one other person that might join us, but they're pretty caught up. Um, okay, can we practice using some of our reactions? I want you guys to get used to what we're going to be doing. Um, there's not too much lag time in between. So I'll definitely be asking you guys to share your screens and I'll be asking you guys to do reactions. Um, Obviously, you can put in anything that you want in the chat, whether it's a question or a comment or a GIF or whatever. That chat is there for you all to use. If somebody puts in a question into the chat and I haven't noticed it, please let me know. Just if y'all can be like my right hand people. Um, that way I can make sure that I don't miss out on anybody. Okay, so let me make this a little bit shorter. If you have access to the data, to the WhatsApp group, can you give me a thumbs up? See, Kabenga, Deborah, Renee. Renee, is it Renee or Glenee? I know we've been over this a couple times. I'm getting better.
Yeah, I just have most people call me Renee.
But it's Glenee, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. I,
Mm.
I thought at one point you had said like Renee as a way to remember how to say your name, but then I saw it written and I was like, wait, maybe that's actually her name. So, okay, good to clarify. So sorry. So, Merawit, I know you have access because I just gave it to you. Adewale, did you have a thumbs up? I'm sorry, I missed that.
Yeah, I'm in the chat now.
Awesome. Okay. Um, Adewale, did you get the data? Recorded. And it's fine if you're doing something when I ask you a question, just keep doing what you're doing because that is mostly what we're working on.
I dropped messages in the chat. Yes, I have access to the
Oh,
WhatsApp group.
sorry.
I have the
Oh,
data
okay. You're ready
sets.
to share. Okay. All right. Good deal. So I think let's start out with Adewale because he's been here for some other sessions. So let's just take a look at what's going on with his laptop, his looker, and then we'll go over to Merawit. Merawit, this is your first session with us, right?
It is, yeah.
Okay, cool. Good deal. Yes. All right. So what I would like to do when we switch over to Merawi is I shouldn't be the only one walking her through the process of like opening up Looker, uploading the data, X, Y, and Z. So as I know that it gets really irritating. It's like, oh my goodness, how many times do we have to do this? But you will be surprised how repetition helps with just being able to do things quickly. And once you're able to troubleshoot somebody else's uh dashboard issues, and that's when you really know like, oh, I know what I'm doing. Because to be honest, that's 50% of the work, at least that I've seen in data science, is just troubleshooting. So if you can teach your users how to troubleshoot their own dashboards or their own code or whatever, it actually saves you time. So let me stop sharing. Adewale, go ahead and start on your side. Also, the other reason I have you guys share your screens, I know I say this almost every time, but we always have a different group of people. The reason I have you guys share your screens X, Y, and Z is because even this happens to me all the time. We get nervous when people are watching over our shoulders and we're doing computer stuff. So I want you guys to experience that sensation so that when you're actually at work, you recognize it, you take a deep breath, you calm down, and you keep going. It's weird how easy this is, but how stressed out we can become by it. All right, perfect. So Adewale, can you tell us where you're at? Keeping in mind the MetaWeek is new to this. So can you explain your user interface a little bit and then show us where your issue is?
Once again. All right, so this is my local Canva, and I brought in this for the using this chart. Sorry. Yeah, so this code, and this shows that there is a record count of 500 persons in total. And I use the pie chart to do this for male and female. And I use the trim to have all the departments in here. So this is also a table having the unique ID. Let me expand on that a bit so that you can see. So where I have the user ID, the gender, the first name, and the last name. I'm going through the recordings of last where filters were being applied. I follow through on that. Coming, I think it's here, yeah. So if I click on this, some different iterations that were made. So I just did Camila view, XSY, YYY, and RE. There are about 4 combinations of filters that were applied in the last class. So I go through here. And towards the ending of last class, the add calculated field was done, which is under this data pane. Okay, sorry, I didn't mention that there are different panes. So we have the property panes and we have the data pane here. Sorry, before I come to the calculated field, if you want to modify your filter, you come to resource and you click on manage filters. That gives you access. These are the different filters that were being applied. All right, so you can edit, add, or delete the filter in case you are not using it again. I think I'm coming. I ran into an issue here trying to go back during the practice. I think I'm going to have that again. Sorry, Camila, how do I drop this place again? Okay, is it this way? Yeah, close. I can see it now. All right. So I'm supposed to go to add field and add calculated field. Okay, so this was what I got. And looking at the recording where, what's his name again? Royal, yeah. Royal was practicing. This wasn't the page that came up. So I got stuck and I didn't want to destroy everything I've done. So I stopped.
No worries, no worries. Okay, so just 1 second, okay? So Merawi, that was like a very fast overview of everything that we've learned over the last like month or so. Don't be overwhelmed because everything he just did, we can teach it to you in like 30 minutes. It's just when you're going with a large class, it takes that much longer. So don't be intimidated, okay? Adewale, so if I understand correctly, you want to import a new data set?
So you talked about coding to use for filter in the recording. And at that point you said we need to go through the calculated field.
Yes.
So that's where I got stuck.
Okay, so actually you're right on point because calculated fields is what we're going to be working on today. And I've got a really easy example to show us how it all works, okay? I'm trying to think if I want to... Let's walk Merawi through to get to where the rest of us are first, and then we'll jump from there. Before that, though, in case you guys want to, give me 1 second. I'm going to find a code for you guys that you can start trying to implement if you want. I don't want to like rush you guys, but just 1 second. Let me see.
Should I stop sharing?
Yes, you can stop sharing. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Report. Okay, so all right. I want you guys to, if you're super advanced and you want to try something while we catch up Merawit, I just put a code in the chat. And that code is used to establish whether a passport expiration date is valid or not, okay? There's a reason I'm not showing you all my screen because I don't want to give you guys the answer. That being said, let me move a couple of things around. Okay. All right. Let me share my screen now. Okay, can you all see my screen? Give me a thumbs up if you can. Thumbs down if you can.
We can see.
Can see it? Okay, perfect. All right, so Merawit, this is what we're going to guide you through today to kind of get you to where the rest of us are. And again, it's only going to take us like 15, 20 minutes to get you there, okay? In the meantime, everybody else, I want you to split your attention, which is not something I would usually do, except you guys are at the level now where I can ask you to do that. Kind of like if you were in the real world, right? Let's say there's a meeting going on and you don't really need to be talking right then. Oftentimes we start doing something else on our computer, right? Okay, what I want you guys to do is, there's 2 tables we're going to be working on today, roster and passport. So I want you guys, let me type this in, upload passport and roster. The new ones for this week, not the ones from previous weeks, okay? New ones. So that's going to be number 1. Number 2, I want you guys to do an overview page. Kind of like this, very simple, right? Tree maps of departments and our 2 specialties, pie chart of gender. And then I want to see a single row card of average days deployed. So that's going to be called an overview page. I'm not going to leave this up. So if you don't remember which visuals were being used, just use whatever you want. I just want you guys practicing with this new data. Okay, and the third thing I want you guys to do is to add a calculated field in Passport using the code that I sent. Okay. Can you guys give me a thumbs up if that sounds like a fair ask, or is that like too much? Lene says yes. Deborah, what are you thinking? Adewale says yes. Deborah says yes. Okay, perfect. All right. Merawit, okay, it's you and me. I'm going to stop sharing, and if you can go ahead and share your screen. And everybody else, send me a chat if you have any questions, okay? But I half want you guys to be paying attention to what Merawat and I are doing, but also doing yours. So the challenge is not in the data itself. The challenge is in splitting your attention and still getting your work done properly. All right, Merawit, it's you and me. Go ahead and share your screen when you're ready. I'm going to turn off my camera so I'm not distracting people.
Where should I be? Because the only thing I have done is just convert the...
Yes, actually, I would love you to open the Excel files, and I'm just going to walk you through some stuff that I want you to take note of.
Okay, let me share screen.
Yeah. Again, It's not super advanced stuff that we're learning. We're learning things that are gonna like take you from like A minus A to like an A triple plus. All right, perfect. Yes, I see. I see. Let me.
I put the passport one and pass the roster two.
Perfect. Okay.
Just for I should have put one here too, but
No, I
this is
see
just
it.
to the conversion, the one
Yeah, I
side.
see it. I see it. So you
Mhm.
have both Excel and CSVs. Perfect. Okay. And you know how to find, oh, okay, you labeled it data rabbits. Okay, perfect. Can you open up a browser for me? And it's better if you do Chrome. Mm.
Well, I guess it doesn't. Let me fix the screen that I'm sharing.
Oh, yeah, sorry. If you
There we
share,
go.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
if you shared there we go. Okay, perfect. All right. This is Chrome, right?
Yes.
Beautiful. Okay. Do you see where those where that little like waffle is next to the beaker and next to
What
your
what for next to what?
the beaker, sorry, the science beaker and next to M. So it's your top right. Yeah, that one.
This one?
Oh, sorry, what a little bit down? It's like nine. Yeah, that one.
Oh, sorry. My Zoom is covering that. Let me just move that. Okay, I see
Oh,
the
don't
waffle.
worry, don't worry. Yeah, okay. Usually, this is where you would come to look for a Google app, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Google Looker is so specific that like that's actually not the most efficient way of getting to it. So in your Google like bar, your search bar, put in Google Looker. And Looker is just the name they give. Yeah, Studio. See that one? That's just the name they give their visualization platform. The same way you would have like Power BI or Tableau. Are you familiar with those?
I've done Tableau when I was in school, yeah.
Perfect. Okay. Scroll down a little bit. It's weird that it wasn't the first one that came up. That one there. See where it says sign in?
Mhm.
Yeah, that's where we're gonna go. And the first time you do this, there's a couple things that you have to do that we don't have to do once. Well, it looks like you've been here before, maybe.
Mhm.
No.
No,
Okay.
just to start with templates.
Yeah, is this your account? Your
Uh,
like, yeah, exactly. Is that logged in? Yes. Okay. It just
yes,
doesn't
it's
have
logged
the
in.
name. Okay, perfect. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. So we're gonna pause here for a second. Can you open either the Excel or the CSV file? I want to just point out a couple things about the data, which everybody else, they've had like, 4 weeks or 4 sessions where they get to like understand the data and kind of like how it behaves, the ins and outs. So I just want to show that to you so we can bring you up to speed.
I
We
got the Excel passport. Is that
Yeah,
okay?
okay, that's perfect. All right. How many columns do you see?
For
How many rows do you see?
um 444.
Excellent. Okay. A trick to get to the end of a table is to press the end key on your keyboard and then the down button. But you've got to be clicked into that table.
Into the table?
Exactly. Yes. And then do you have a keyboard that has the end button?
No.
Are you on a Macintosh?
No, I am on a Samsung, so I'm usually different.
Huh,
It's a Sam
interesting.
it's a Samsung laptop.
Interesting. Okay, it must be like one of those keyboards that took out a couple keys. Okay, that's fine. I just need to adjust my parameters so that I know which like things to tell you. Okay, cool. All right. How much Excel do you know?
Um mm, mm, Middle. Like I
Middle?
know
Okay.
enough.
All
Mhm.
right. Do you notice the data types? Like what data type is column A?
Like number?
Column A.
Oh, user ID?
Yeah, but what type of data? Is it an integer? Is it a word? Is it a
It's
mix?
a mix.
It's a mix. Okay, we call that alphanumerical. Okay, I put it in the chat.
Okay.
So if that's called alphanumerical, what do you think column B is called?
Um, alpha?
You
Alphabet?
could, right? You could. We also just use text. We also
Okay.
use the word string.
Okay.
Have you heard of those before?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, perfect. What about column C?
Integer.
Integer, exactly. And I think they abbreviate it. I don't know. Integer. I'm not great at that, but you'll see abbreviations in some of the platforms we work on, okay? What about the
Okay.
last one? It's kind of a special one.
Date.
Date, exactly. So technically it is a number and we won't get into that, but the data type is date, okay?
Mhm.
All right, can you open our roster Excel page?
Do you see that yet? Let me just change.
It's showing a little
Roster.
time thing. Yeah, it needs to open.
It's like I have to change I have to go back to Zoom to change. But you got
No
it?
worries. No worries. Did you share your entire screen or just a window?
I don't know how to, I can do the entire screen.
Yeah, go ahead and end your share.
There we go.
There we go. Okay, so now any screen you show will pop up in for us, okay? All right. Can you go through and tell me what kind of data types you have in each column?
Alphanumeric, text, numeric, date, text, numeric, text, and text.
Excellent. How many rows do you have in this table?
9.
Rows?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, there we
I don't know
go.
how to do the end thing that you told me,
No,
but
no, that's
501.
fine. That's fine. Like we want you to come across these types of quote unquote issues now. That way, when you're in front of your boss, you look like a pro.
Man.
So we do have 9 columns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. Okay. And when you went all the way to the bottom, what was the last number you saw?
501.
501. Okay. So do we have 501 rows or do we have 500 rows because
With the
row
title.
number 1 is headers?
500 because the first one is header.
Exactly. So whenever you're looking at how many rows you have in your Excel sheet, just keep in mind that your first one is a header, okay? And I made this roster 500 rows specifically so that it's an easy number for us to work with. It's like big enough that you can't make your edits by hand, but it's small enough that you can see if something didn't happen correctly. Okay, another couple things here. Do you notice that your text variables are aligned to your left in their cell and your integer variables are aligned to the right?
Yes.
That's just a cool little like trick. Keep it in your mind like, okay, if I wrote something out in text and it's aligned to the right, it's got the variable type wrong. And you can change variable types in Excel. Have you done that before?
With dates and stuff, yeah.
Perfect. So you know what I'm talking about. Okay. What was another thing? Oh yeah. Okay. Can you highlight? Can you go to like A2? Yeah, and highlight all the way like to number 25. Huh?
Just on A.
Yeah. Did you see on the bottom? Like if you're going all the way to the bottom and go to your right-hand side towards like your zoom bar.
Over here?
Yeah. Do you see that count 24?
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean?
24 cells are selected.
Exactly. And 24 cells that are sequential to each other also means 24 line items, right?
Mhm.
So whenever you're working in Excel, look for those numbers at the bottom because they'll tell you stuff. Like, for example, see what happens if you like hover over A and you click on it and it highlights the entire column.
Mhm.
What happens?
It does all of them. So it says 501 right now.
Exactly. Now do the same thing, but do it over column G. What do you see?
The average, the count, and the sum of the numbers because it's from numeric.
Exactly. So, you're working on Excel, you need a sum of something. You don't actually need, if it's the whole column, you don't need to do a formula. You just highlight the column, look down there, you see the average, and you see the sum. Is this all making sense?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Can you go to specialty number 1? And can you highlight that column for me?
The title or the two?
Oh, column H, sorry.
Column H?
Yeah. All right. Can you tell me what are the categories underneath specialty 1?
Like epidemiology, data science, management.
Yeah.
Yeah. Communications.
Cool. There's a
Oh, I
way
see.
faster way of doing it. Ready?
Uh-huh.
See where that little like arrow, that down arrow is? Yeah,
Mhm.
click on that.
Ah,
It automatically did it for you. Because what that little arrow allows you to do is to filter. So let's say you want to see only people who have logistics as their first specialty. Unclick select all and click logistics. Click OK. How many people do you have in your data set that have logistics as their first specialty?
6.
Bravo. All right. You're seeing how the table function kind of works, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now, unfilter, like clear your filters out for specialty 1. And you can, we didn't do anything to this, right? Like you can quit out of this. You don't need to save anything. Yeah, is it going to ask you? It shouldn't ask you because nothing's been changed. Yeah, quit out of that too. I get in the habit of doing this because that's how it works on Power BI. So, all right, let's go back to your Looker Studio. And we're going to create, see how you have like 3 places you can do a plus?
Mm-hmm. I see
Pick
2.
one. Doesn't matter. They're all the same. A lot of these platforms, they give you more than one way of doing something.
I see 2. What'd you say 3?
If you scroll down a little bit, see there?
Yeah.
But that only appears if you don't have any documents in that window. So good job. I was wondering if you were going to notice that. All right. What do you think you're going to do?
Data source?
You could. I've never done it before. You want to try it out? Oh, yeah. This is one of the things you have to do your first time around. So put country wherever you're at. And for company, I think I made something up. I might have put like data rabbits. Yeah, you agree. Continue. This is all why. Yeah, make your selections here. I think I put no because I don't like getting a whole bunch of emails and stuff, but it's really up to you. What was I going to tell you? I forgot. Okay. All right. So let's do a CSV first because for some reason it prefers CSV first. Actually, go back. You don't want to go to Looker. We're uploading from a CSV file. See, can you see it? These are all the options you have from where you can upload data. Exactly. authorize. You only need to do this one time. And this is why I wanted you to share your screen. And this is also why it took us all 4 weeks to get through everything, because each time we had a new person come in, we were doing this. All right, where do you think we're going to start?
Add file.
Yeah. I think technically you could also add data set, but I don't like doing it that way. I was just working with that today and I didn't like it. All right, so you're going to pick, well, actually, it's only giving you options for CSV, right?
Yes.
All right, so let's start with roster. Now see how it's like being like, oh, give it a data set name. Fine. You can put deployment data. If we had clicked on create data set instead of adding files, we would have gone to this step first. Hit continue. And then let's see if see where it says 99% processing. It needs to come out green that it worked. Aha, bravo. If it hadn't worked, it would have said error and it would have had a little trash can, okay?
Okay.
See under schema, do you recognize any of those names?
Under what?
Oh, it's the thing next to add file.
Okay.
Yeah, the way you pronounce that is schema. At least that's how Americans have told me.
Okay.
We could all be wrong. But do you recognize anything in underneath the schema title?
Everything that we saw on the data set, like the
Yeah,
titles?
they're all the column names, right?
Uh-huh.
So if you didn't see a column that we want in there, like for example, we know we want gender because I asked you guys to make a graph splitting the genders. So if you didn't see it show up there, that would be a clue that you got the wrong file.
Yeah.
But usually it comes up just fine. You can hit connect. I like to connect one data source at a time because as the actually let me Deborah or Glenay or Adewale, can you guys if you're not super concentrated, what are the pros and cons of using Looker as opposed to like Power BI or Tableau? And if you guys are super busy, that's fine. I can keep talking. This is almost just kind of like a touch base.
So Looker is free.
Exactly. Thank you, Adewale. So, Merawi, Looker is free, okay? Which means like if you work for like a small NGO that doesn't have a lot of money, that can't even afford like a Microsoft Office subscription, then everybody in the world has Google, right? As long as you have like a phone and internet service, you can get a Google account, right? So that's the pro. The con is that it's a little glitchy. So I say that because as we're uploading this data and going through these steps, if it gets a little glitchy, oh yes, Glenay says it does not have the license agreement challenges. Merawi, does it make sense what we're saying? Is that like the type of work that you do, or do we need to go into some detail?
No, I got it.
Got it? Okay, perfect. All right, so if we come across some glitches, thank you, Glenay. Thank you for splitting your attention. Adewale, thank you. All right, so let's go to, where were we? Let's click out of this. And oh yeah, see where it says create report? Yeah, let's hit that. If you had hit report instead of data, we would have gone the other way. And it's fine, like 6 one way, half a dozen another, add to report. I think the reason a lot of these companies do that, where they have like multiple ways of adding something, is because everybody's brain works differently and you want to accommodate as many of your customers / clients as possible. All right. Can you go to resources, see that ribbon at the top? Yeah, exactly. And go to, open it up and go to manage added data sources. See where it says edit? Is that open for you? No? Interesting. Okay.
Could be because it's unknown.
Well, that's what I thought was weird. That's why I wanted to rename it, but we don't need to. Go ahead and hit
I think we
close.
can.
Yeah.
I can just like I'll rename it right there.
Yeah, that's for your report. So you could put like deployment dashboard. Beautiful. Okay. Let me show you a little bit of this user interface, which is usually abbreviated as UI. U as in Uganda and I as in igloo. Okay. That stands for user interface. And that's basically anything that you look at. Like if you clicked on your LinkedIn tab, you would have a different page, right? Same user interface of Chrome, but just different page. So in this case, we're looking at the deployment dashboard, your user interface. What we're looking at is, see at the very top right, those are like your buttons where, like, if you clicked view, oh, sorry, there, yes, exactly. Still within, if you go up a little bit, and next to that is view. Yeah, click view. View would be like nobody can make any edits, right? The dashboard's ready to go. You want people to be able to click on it and not do anything. Great. But if you want to edit it, you got to go ahead and click edit. Obviously, your share buttons, all of that is pretty self-explanatory if you've used Google Platform. Are you following me so far? I know I'm talking fast.
No, you're doing great.
Okay. You've got below your dashboard name where we put deployment dashboard, it says file, edit, view. Those things can be called ribbons or they can be called menu items, right? So if you click on the file menu, like you'll get a drop down and there's certain things that you can do. We already used the resource menu item or ribbon, right? Underneath that, you have a whole bunch of other tools, right? You've got add page, add data, blend, add chart, add control. Do you see all that?
Yes.
All right, we're going to learn how to use like 3 of those today. All the way to your right-hand side, do you see where it says data and then properties and then filter bar?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Can you click on one of those and tell me what happens? Yeah, what do you notice?
Things that I'm able to do, I'm able to see this little
Yeah, that's called a pane, okay? P-A-N-E. All right. So if I say like go to the data pane, that means where you are right now. If I say go to the properties pane, what would you do?
Look at the properties.
But if I say go to it, yeah, you would open it up and yeah, things would be appearing there. All right, let's show you how to do a visual. Go to where add chart is at. Yeah. And click the second row, first item. It says scorecard.
Which
Yeah,
one?
that one, exactly. No, the first one. That one, yeah. All right, put it anywhere. All right, did you see what happened to the properties pane?
Yeah.
All this stuff showed up, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Go up to see where it says record count on the properties pane?
Record count. Yes.
Yeah, there. Okay. So do you see on the data pane that all of your variables except for one are in blue? I mean, in green.
Mm-hmm.
And if it was a string or text, it's got an ABC next to it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if it has an integer, then it's a 1, 2, 3, right?
Yes.
What do you notice about the green one and the blue one? Aside from the color.
Maybe something I imported versus what I'm doing, what this
Exactly.
Looker project generates.
Exactly. Looker did that calculation for you. It looked for how many line items you have, excluding headers.
Mm-hmm.
And how many does it tell you that you have?
500.
Exactly. Another way to find this information is exactly where you're at. Click on that.
Record count?
Yeah.
Mhm.
And go down to where it says user ID and select that one instead. Yeah. Do you notice how it's a count of your user IDs, a unique count, but you don't have any repeats? So your count of user IDs is what?
500.
Perfect. All right. Do you see where it says style next to
Yeah.
setup?
Mhm.
Yeah, click that. Let me show you a couple of things. Hit show title. Hit that toggle. Yeah, beautiful. All right. Can you go select that image or that chart and drag it to the left so it's a little out of the way? Now give me another chart. Deselect the one you're in.
Deselect it and then
Exactly.
add a chart.
Exactly. Now I want you to go down until you see what's called a tree map. Yeah, beautiful. All right. Place it somewhere and make it a little bigger so that we can truly play around with it. All right, this is where I want you to start understanding why we're putting certain variables in certain locations, okay? Before we keep going, I just want to check in with everybody else. Deborah and Galina and Adewale, how are you guys doing on your side? If you're super busy, just flash me a thumbs up. If you have a question, you can come off mute.
Okay, hello, Camila.
Yeah, you have a question?
Yeah.
What's
So,
going on?
yeah, I think I'm following along with you and Mel. I'm surprised I got record count of 550.
Oh,
So,
because that is not the old one. I sent it last night. I sent a new one since then, Deborah.
yeah, but I opened the Excel file and I'm
Uh-huh.
seeing 500, but I'm surprised the scorecard is giving me 550. Or is it a different roster? Okay.
Because that happened to me last night as well.
Okay.
And I noticed I was using the wrong file.
Okay.
Let me send you. And here's a way. Look at how we can tell if it's you still how do I show it? You have 500 line items, but check this out. Merawit, go to setup.
Set up.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And under dimension, put department and Glenna, I'm gonna get to you in just a sec. Yeah, put that under instead of user ID, put department. Down under metric, put and this Deborah, do this on yours so you'll see the difference. Under record count, can you do user ID instead? Yeah, beautiful. And then under fields, instead of metric, I want you to change to dimension. And instead of user ID, I want sorry, no, yeah. I want
Well, sorry.
no, you're fine. What do I want? Under fields, I want dimension. Yeah, dimension, and instead of user ID, put department. All right, and then go to style. Scroll down. And see where it says show data as. Go up a little bit. There. Under labels.
Show data as.
Yeah. Put the next one down, dimension and metric value. Yeah, beautiful. Okay, go back to setup. Deborah, when you used the account of the user ID, did you get 500?
Okay. I think you're a bit fast. Let's see.
And that's okay. That's okay. I'm going to send the file again just to make sure you have the right one. And then I just want to go over to Glenay real quick because she's leaving in like 7 minutes. but I'm sending you the correct Excel, okay, here in WhatsApp.
Okay, thank you.
No worries. And I'm sorry, that's my fault because I've been sending you guys like a million different versions. Lene, can you switch over to your view? Can you share? And then Adewale, I'll be with you in a second, okay?
I think I have to start sharing to allow anybody else, right?
Maybe, yeah.
Okay, for now.
And we'll come back to you, Meta. Are you in a rush? Like, are you leaving soon?
No,
Okay.
I'm just grateful to be here.
Oh, thank you. We're happy to have you. Yeah, Glenna, go ahead and share your screen. And
Sorry, let me sorry, I'm finishing up this call. I was kind of working on call this weekend, but I'm actually
no
like trying to
worries.
share my share my screen in a different place at the
No
same
worries,
time.
no worries. Do you think we'll have time before you leave, or do you want to come back to this maybe later in the week or next weekend?
I can try to definitely come back. Yeah. But it's been good, and I'll come back. And then I know you have this on record, right? So I
Yes,
can look at it later.
it
Okay.
is. And what we're going to work on is that code that I sent you in there, in the chat. The
Okay.
case when, and in A, you're supposed to put like the variable name, right? So we kind of did that last week. We're just going full throttle into it like this week, okay? So also feel free to send me a message if anything comes up. Sound good?
Okay, it sounds good. Thank you
All
so
right.
much.
Thank you. I always appreciate you.
Yes, thank you. Bye-bye.
Ciao, ciao. Adewale, you have your hand raised.
Yeah, so I'm just going to ask, can
Yes.
we put like a day at the back of the data set so we know the most updated ones? Because I
Oh,
have like
okay.
3, 4 different
Good
user,
idea. Yes.
yeah, so that we know the latest data set to work with.
I am so sorry. Thank you for that. Let me bring this over. I'm such a visual person. I need people to show me what they're doing. All right. So, desktop documents. This is how I organize myself. So, I have a folder for data, which is under my deployment pipeline project. So, data, Excel files. So, under roster, I'm going to rename it roster with days, because this one has the days column, which is one of the bigger changes that we've had. Let me save that as a CSV and send both over to you guys at once. All right. Updated. All right. Let me bring this over. Okay. Where am I? Over here. Okay. Deborah and Adewale. What was my question? Do you guys want to keep trying your stuff with this data set while I wrap up with MetaWheat, or should we just all start going together? I just have filters that I need to show MetaWheat, and that's it. Then we're caught up.
I think I'll just look at what you're doing with R so that we
Yes,
can move together.
Okay.
exactly.
All right.
Same for mine too. Yeah.
Type anything in the chat or come off mute, like I'm not ignoring you guys. So anything you need, just, throw in my direction. MetaWheat, let me switch gears again and see what I want to ask you. So far, was that a lot, or does that kind of track with what you know from Tableau?
I'm muted. I'm talking. Um, see this a little easier than Tableau, to be honest.
Yeah, we're going to get into some stuff now where you're going to see like, oh, it doesn't have like, for example, my expertise is in Power BI, and Power BI has what we call Power Query, which allows us to do a lot of like transformation and cleaning. Google Looker doesn't have that, unfortunately. So the cleaning that I do is just kind of like creating calculated fields and stuff like that. So we're going to get into that, but I have one more thing I want to show you. To give you a little bit of a break, I'm going to do it on my screen so that you can see. Then we're going to switch over to you. Unless you get it and you don't have any questions, then we'll just go with what we were going to cover, the new stuff we were going to cover today. Sound good?
Yeah, I'll follow you.
All right, good deal. So let's use this graph for today. So this is the graph that shows us people's specialty, right? And in order to get it, my data source is the roster. I have all these other tables that we're eventually going to use, but today you guys only have two tables, these two here. So I know that my specialty variable is in my roster table, so I went to roster. Under dimension, I asked it to show the different specialties that are available. And I asked the metric that it used to see which department or which specialty has more people. The metric it uses to check that is a unique count of our user IDs, or just a count in this case. Mm-hmm. And then under fields, here's the difference between the stuff that we have under fields. So let me make this big so that we can really see. This is the way I remember it, looking at the interface, right? The interface has this like word color, which is kind of like my indication to like, oh, if I want to change the color to this chart, I got to come down here. If I have it as metric, what do you notice about these blues?
The shades?
Yeah, exactly. And does that correlate with anything up here?
It does. I don't know what it means, but yes.
Yeah, okay. So this dark blue is also the biggest square. The size of the square tells you the N, right? In this case, our N is a count of user IDs. We've got 3. I don't know if this is too small. This might be too small. Can I zoom in? Oh, it still did it for me. Can you see that here it says EPI 372?
Yes.
So 372 of our people, our deployers, our line items, their specialty is EPI. The smallest one is logistics. They have 5. You remember when we saw that in the Excel sheet?
Yeah.
So the biggest square has the biggest number of people. The smallest square, top left is the biggest, bottom right is the smallest, but also with this shade. This is the lightest shade we have. So it's the least number of people, the least dense. This works, depending on what you're trying to show people. I like dimension more because it changes the color. So EPI is blue, comms is orange, so on and so forth, right? Is this all making sense?
Yes.
All right, so now I'm going to add a filter, okay? Right now, what's bothering me is that EPI is taking up so much space, it's hard to see anybody else. When I'm in an overview page like this, that's fine. But let's say people want to only work almost like a subset. They only want to see these on the chart. We can add a filter. We're going to create a filter. I'm going to call this exclude EPI. Different brains think of this a different way, but the way I'm thinking of it in my brain is all of this is a whole, and EPI is part of that whole. And I want to exclude EPI out. I want to scoop it out. So I'm going to exclude under column specialty 1. I'm going to exclude. See how it's giving me options?
Yeah.
EPI. I could also, oh, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. So where did you bring out this filter option from?
Oh, sorry, that is down here. See on your properties pane, you have to be selecting this visual though. If you're not selecting the visual, the properties pane isn't going to pop up. So you select the properties visual and then you come down to filter. You see it?
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
All right. So we add filter. I have one in there, but it's for something else. So we're going to create filter. We're going to name it. I like to name things names that are descriptive. So I'm going to call it exclude epi. So what I'm going to do now is that I'm creating a filter that excludes our epi variables. So under specialty one, column specialty one, it needs to equal to epi or epidemiology, sorry. I could do contains and I could put like, for example, epi. Because obviously our variables can come in different formats, right? So maybe like let's see, if it contains data, maybe there's two categories, data scientists and data analysts. I want to exclude both of those. This would make that happen. But if I go to equals to, it gives me options because it's got to equal exactly that variable or that like data point. So I want to exclude epidemiology. This whole thing here, I don't want it in my visual. So I'm creating a filter that excludes epi or epidemiology from our specialty category or our specialty column. All right, I'm going to save. Voila. Do we see it?
Yeah.
You see what happened there?
Yeah.
So now everything else is a little bit bigger. I can see it a little bit better. Okay, well, comms is my second biggest, right? Followed by data science, management and ops, biostats, so on and so forth. I can also take it out by going like that. Now I'm back to where I was before. I could add it back in again because now it's saved.
Nice.
If I come over here to specialty 2, I could also put it there. Oh, sorry. Let me ask you guys a question because I forgot I did this like this. So we're looking at specialty 2 now, okay? What do you guys notice is in gray? This one here.
This no.
Yeah.
Is that blank spaces?
Exactly. It's blank spaces.
Blank
Exactly.
spaces.
Because in our roster, I'm using CSV, okay? I'm using Excel. In our roster here, if we go under specialty, we have blanks. We have a lot of blanks. We have 156 blanks, meaning people didn't put in a second specialty that they're good at. Okay, well, blanks don't necessarily, like nulls or blanks, they give you certain information, right? You could say, like, if I was talking to my boss, and they were like, hey, I want every field filled out. Even if they don't think they have a second specialty, if they were forced to pick one, which one would they pick, right? So for right now, they don't want to see the nulls. All right, well, it's kind of taking up valuable real estate. So if they don't want to see the nulls, if it doesn't have to be part of any calculation, cool, here we go. Understanding that our N is still different. Like if I were to go here, add chart, out of my roster, if I was to use user ID 500, right? And I add filter that excludes nulls, I'm down to 344. So 344 people have all their specialties filled out. Whereas if I want to keep it in the visual, it would also tell me like, okay, well, 156 people have not filled out all their specialties. Am I making sense?
Yes.
Yeah. Deborah, Adewale, how are you guys feeling? Adewale is good.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, with the null, yeah, I'm still seeing we have included the null, but why is the user ID still 344? You know?
Oh, because I took out null fields here with a filter. See, now I'm at 500.
Okay. But I didn't remember us creating the null filter.
Oh, sorry. I did that. I did it.
Okay,
Sorry.
okay. Yeah.
Should we walk through it? Because it's
No,
something
it's
different.
okay. It's exactly the same way we
It's
created the exclude
exactly the same.
AP.
Exactly. The
Yeah.
only
It's
difference
just I
is,
didn't see us go through it. So I was
sorry,
wondering how it suddenly had that filter.
I
Okay,
jumped that step. I'm sorry. If we're doing it, we go to create field, you would name it something, right? What did I put it? I called it null fields. I must have been see how it's like now I
Null
have
field.
to remember. Chances are I was excluding the null field. So it would have been better if I did that. Exclude null, exclude from specialty 2 in this case, right? And in this case, see how there's an is null? This is like an important like a data science concept, right? When you're trying to like clean up your data or you're trying to slice and dice your data like we're doing now by certain parameters, is null or is not null. In Excel and Power BI, I think we see it as is blank or is not blank. Those are just inverses of each other. Like equal to would be the inverse to does not equal. In this case, we're using is null, meaning is blank. So if there's a blank underneath specialty 2, I want to filter that out. So is null, save. It's going to give us the same, right? It's the same thing as this filter that sorry, I don't know where I did with it.
It was there.
Yeah. And then I just use that same filter on this visual, Deborah, the user ID like unique count. I said exclude nulls. So 344 is how many people have both columns filled out. Does that make sense, Deborah?
Yeah, it does now. Thank you.
Okay. Let's pause here. I want to do this calculated field next, the one I sent you guys for code, but I also want to double check that we were able to do all that other stuff that I sent you all. Deborah, would you be willing to share your screen?
Okay, so I'm just pretty where you are with Merawit. So I don't know.
Oh, so with MetaWeek, so what we did is we uploaded our data, right? For her, we just did passport and roster. We learned how to do visuals like these here. And we learned how to do filters like we were just talking about together. And now what I want to do is go into how to do blended data and how to use, first I want to use code a little bit, and then I want to blend some data. And blending is joining. Yes. I can do it on my side. I can share my screen if we want to.
I don't mind sharing mine.
You want to share yours?
Sure.
Go for it.
do that. Oh, it made me send. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, something's changing on this side. Excellent. All right, let me put this over here. All right.
I haven't imported the second data. I think.
Oh, let's go ahead and do that. And I will take myself off video. Yeah, I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to let you struggle if you need to. So just tap me in when you need help, okay?
Okay. I'm trying to go back to where I started.
Actually, you can do it from here. Yeah,
Add data.
yeah, beautiful.
Well, and then I would scroll down to statistics. There we go.
They're usually very, very early on because most people are importing through Excel or CSV. It's just the most common like table holding format, right? I think it's passport you want because you already have roster, right? Yeah, beautiful. Oh, see what happened?
Error.
Yeah. All right. So usually, yeah, I would delete and try again. If it doesn't work after like the third try, that's when I would revert to trying like Excel instead of CSV. And do you have either document open on your computer?
Nope, I closed them out.
Okay, good. Ooh, you can try one more time. 3 is the magic number, right? Or you can go to using Excel.
Um,
And this is one of the glitches that we talk about where it's like it's free, right? So, like they're not as advanced as let's say Python. Yeah, I would try adding an Excel because it was doing this to me earlier today as well. And it's like, wait, why would you work with one type of document, right? It uploaded roster as a CSV. Like, what are we doing here? So I would actually go back to add data to report.
I'm sorry, go back to what?
See at the top, there's an arrow that points to the left and it says add data to report. Yes. Move your mouse up a little bit. Keep going. Down. Up. See where that white bar is? Yeah. Above it. Yeah.
Go back.
There we go. Do Microsoft Excel instead. Yeah. Upload file. And this is why we talk about being able to work with more than one file type, because this happens in Python sometimes as well. I've seen it. It just doesn't like it. All right, see where it says table 5? You want to import the table and not the whole sheet, because if you import the whole sheet, it's going to take a really long time to read that entire document. There's infinite number of rows and columns, but the table has very clear parameters, right? It starts at row 1 and it ends at row, this is passport, so it's row 400 and something. Select add.
And this stays the same.
Yeah, those stay the same. That's why you select table. And that's why we put it in table format when it's in Excel. Perfect. All right. Can you give me a new page? We're just starting from blank.
How about that?
A new page. Where do you think you would go to find a new page?
Add page?
Yeah, beautiful. All right. Can you go to the right-hand side? See where it says on your data pane, deployment data? Can you click on that to close it? Under your data pane. Yeah, you see how deployment data has all those variables underneath it? If you hit it,
Deployment.
Yeah, scroll up. Yeah, there we go. All right, I have OCD, sorry.
It's
Um,
okay.
sometimes it's like, I can't think of anything else. We're going to blend data. Okay. So, can you give me oh, this is a new one for you. Go to add chart and give me a table, which is the first. Yeah, exactly. Give me that first one. Yeah. And make it nice and wide so it takes up like the whole canvas. All right, can you take out record count? Because I don't actually want to see a record count. There's no metric I'm going to be looking at. Yeah, X out. All right, can you make that column that does the numbering? See the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on your table? Yeah, make that column small, just like you would in Excel. Yeah, beautiful. There you go. Super small because we're going to add a lot of stuff in there. All right. See where it says blend data at the top? Yeah.
Click on it.
Yes, please. Sorry.
No problem.
All right, let's add a blend. All right. Let's pause here. Deborah, Adewale, and Merawit. Are we all clear on what blending data means or blending tables?
Yes.
Is it the same as merging?
Yes, which is the same as joins.
Joins, okay.
Yes. So before we do it, Merawit, can you open a Google search bar? Adewale, can you flash me a thumbs up if you were good with that definition as well of joins and merging and blending? Awesome. Merawit, can you type in table joins in Python? And then go to images. Yes, click on that one that shows the yellow ones. Actually, any of them will work. Can you make it a big? Yeah, we might have to like visit. There we go. Yes. Okay. So table joins is when we have two separate tables. Sorry. We have two separate tables and we want them to be together. But we have to tell the computer which columns from which tables we want to have. The join that we're going to use today is a left join. So our table 1 is our roster. So we want every line item in our roster. We want 500 line items. And from the other table, we want not everything that it has. We only want the information that matches the names on our roster. Does anybody know why we only want the ones that match? Merawit, can you open the Excel table for passports? I don't know if I was saying a trick question. All right, so if you're at awesome, perfect. If you're at a big organization like CDC, the office, it depends on how they're working, right? But the office for passports, they're not going to just send you a list of your people. They just send out a list. Here are the people who have a passport, and here is the passport number and the expiration date. It could be the same with our medical data. It could be the same with our training data. Now, if the people sending out that information know what they're doing, they should filter out their list and send you only the people who are relevant to you. But they could end up sending you people who are not relevant to you. And those people who are not relevant, we don't want to include them in our denominator. We don't want our number of deployers to change. It's 500 deployers. If there's 10 extra names on our passport list that are not our deployers, we don't want to add them to our list. Flash me a thumbs up if that's making sense.
Makes sense.
Awesome. Adewale, I'm pretty sure that you're getting this because I think you've done advanced. Yeah. Okay, back to Looker. Okay, so the first table that you have there, can you actually change to... No, it's okay. Leave it there. See where it says table name? Yeah, type in passport. I don't know why they do this. I guess I might want to name the table something different. I don't know. Under dimensions, yeah, give me last name, passport number, and expiration date. I don't want to include the user ID because I'm going to get the user ID from our second table. So sorry, Merawit, sorry. Can you change it from passport to roster? Sorry. I want it to match the mental model that we have in our head. See underneath there, it says passport as a drop down. Yeah.
Right here?
Exactly. Yeah. Change it to deployment data and X out all those fields. Yeah. So give me every field except for record count. Yeah, we want user ID. Yeah.
All of
And
them.
yeah, bring user ID all the way to the top. Yeah, you can order it. Yeah. I usually then go first name and then last name. Yeah. There's certain information that you want kind of like on hand quickly, and usually you put those variables first. I don't remember if this actually affects how it shows up next. Yeah, perfect.
It's okay.
Yeah, but change passport under table name, change it to roster. All right, perfect. Now, how do you think we add another table or bring in another table? Yeah, exactly. And which table? Passport, exactly. Name it passport. All right, and add the variables that we want, exactly.
That don't use user ID because we're going to use it from the other.
Correct. But we are going to use it in a certain way. I'm going to show it to you in a second. Yeah, take it out from there, and then we have everything else we want. Okay, go back to configure join, where it used to say join another table. Now it says configure join. Exactly. See at the bottom where it says, well, first, it's asking us which kind of join we want, right? We talked about we're going to do the left outer join. We see there's other types of joins, right?
Right.
In our case, we want a left because we want everything from table one, meaning everything from roster. And you can see that, the circle on the left is all of it is highlighted. So everything from table one, and then from table two, only the things that match table one. All right. And we want them to match on a unique variable. So where it says join condition, you can tell it which one you want it to add on. I wouldn't add another. I would change the existing one. Exactly. So which one do both tables have? Exactly. We're joining on user ID. That's how you usually say it. Oh, sorry. X out of that. You'll see that it did it itself. Oh, wait, sorry. Can you X out of the other one? Yeah, X out and then add. Yeah.
Could it be because we didn't select it on the other side?
Yeah, hit cancel. Sorry. Sorry, maybe we
Oh,
do need to add it under. Exactly. Yeah. Try it now. Ah, there we go. Okay, exactly. All right, perfect. This is why I like point and click because it does a lot of the logic for you. So it kind of has like those barriers, right? Those guardrails so that we don't go off the deep end. All right, go ahead and hit save.
Okay. Camila,
Yes,
so can we repeat? Can you go around this step we took now and again?
sure.
Like this one, yeah.
You want us to do it again?
No, no, this last step, like 10 seconds ago.
Oh, adding the user ID.
Yeah, when it didn't initially it didn't go right, then we did
Yeah,
something and yeah.
exactly.
So
Okay. So
yeah.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, Merawit, can you narrate what we were doing? I think you got a good handle on it.
yeah. So we're adding the passport. We want everything um, from the passport of the people that we have on the roster only. So
And what mistake did we make?
we made a mistake of not adding the user ID to match them up. And I'm guessing because the same people can have the same last name. So it's not necessarily um, filtering out which person.
It's not unique.
It's not unique. Yes. So we're adding the user ID. So we make sure
Exactly.
that the people with the same user ID are the only people that we're
Yes.
fetching the data from on the passport
Yes.
data set.
Pause there. Deborah, do you remember a couple classes ago I was asking why we get excited when we see a unique ID?
No, sure, I understand that part. So I just understand now that it's because we didn't include the user ID.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
When, and if I remember properly, we should end up with a table that has two separate user IDs, but we'll get there. Merawit, can you finish up once you added in the user ID into both tables? What did we do?
We added we one or more conjoined has invalid condition. Yes. So once we selected all the dimensions, we said we wanted the user ID, and if we take this off, and we can just add user ID, and it goes for on both sides.
Did you see that, Deborah?
Yeah, I do. It's clear now. Yeah.
Yeah. Merawit, can you X out user ID again? We only had to add it to one side, Deborah, because the program is like smart and it's like, oh, you want to use that variable. It's also on the other table. So yeah, if you select,
So we add this user ID, we add condition. So I'm just exiting this out and adding user ID, and it goes on both sides.
so user ID from the roster table and user ID from the passport table. Beautiful. All right, go ahead and hit save. And then see where it says all the way on the right-hand side, it says blend name at the top.
Yes.
Yeah, let's call it, I think I called it roster underscore passport. Yeah, beautiful. All right, hit save. Adewale, Deborah, can you flash me the thumbs up if you're with us?
Right here, hide repeat join
Yeah, you
fields.
leave that checked. Yeah. There shouldn't really be any repeat fields, but yeah. Awesome. Awesome. All right. Now we're going to really start making a dashboard. Okay. Everything we've been doing till now we've been playing around. Can you close out of this? Yeah, perfect. And confirm that we have a new data source, so to speak, that's called, what did we call it? Roster underscore passport. See where it says data source under properties, your property pane. Yeah. If you go down a little bit, yeah.
Oops, sorry.
No, you got it. That's where you want to be. Yep. Yep. Click that. All right. Now we want to use the blended, right? The join. That's the table we want to be looking at. Not one of the original two. We want the one that we blended all together. So yeah, go ahead and select that as your source. Can you exactly, yeah, fix those columns for me because we're going to be adding a lot of stuff. Okay, under dimension, can you please actually add everything? I want to see everything. No need to double up on the user ID though. It's not even giving us. Yeah, see how it's giving you options from both tables? Select everything. Yeah.
It doesn't even give me the user ID as an option to add from the passport.
Right. See, so that's an interesting thing to note. Maybe it's because you already had it from one table.
Okay. Let's go first name.
If we had not done this join, this visual would not be working for us because we can't put two variables from two different data sources into the same well, you can put them into the same visual, but it won't know how to match things up because you haven't told it to match up. It thinks, oh, we're keeping these separate.
So last name is on both, so I'm only selecting it from.
Yeah, just select it from one. Yeah.
All right.
Can you fix, yeah, do the columns so that they're just a little bit,
Yes, ma'am.
yeah, so we can see them a little bit better.
Oopsies.
Yeah, beautiful. Adewale and Deborah, flash me a thumbs up if you're with me so far. Deborah's with us. Okay, perfect. Adewale, perfect. All right. I want to show you guys a couple things that we can do with this before we even get to the code. We'll have time to get to the code though. We're moving pretty fast. Adewale, Deborah, it seems like our speed is okay for you, but Adewale and Deborah, are we moving too fast? Are we moving at a good speed?
No, it's okay.
It's okay? All right. If we're moving too fast, just let me know.
No, sure, I will.
All right.
Yeah, sorry.
Sorry, Adewale, you broke up. Could you put what you said in the chat? And while we wait for him to write the stuff in the chat, Merawit, can you make this table more narrow? No, shorter, so that we can put things underneath it. Adewale, how are you doing on your side? There may be some connectivity issue. Okay, you don't want us to switch over to your screen to work on your dashboard, Adewale. Are you sure you just want to follow?
I would love that, but I'm way behind.
No, that's okay. That's okay. Let's take a pause. Can we look at your screen, Adewale?
Yes, I'm good. I'll share now. Thank you
Okay,
so
yeah.
much.
Let's share. That way. And Deborah and Merawit, feel free to help me out by putting things in the chat so it's not just me talking. And Deborah and Miriwat, if you guys wanted to try the code, I'm putting it in here for you. Okay. All right.
Can you
So
see my screen now?
we can, yes. Let's try something. You've got a couple tables on here. Can you go to
Yeah. So,
resources at the top? Yeah, beautiful. And then manage added data sources, the first one. Yeah, let's take out the tables that you're not using. So, let's see. I would use your roster, Excel roster. I would take out the CSV file. Yeah, I would remove that one.
to remove that.
Yeah. But I'm also noticing you don't have the roster. I don't think you have the correct data. Do you have WhatsApp on your computer?
I think I do. So this is what you want me to have, right? The roster that is CSV.
So the new file that I sent on WhatsApp, it has a different name.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Can you hear me? Oh no, he dropped off. Okay, I think he's having some audio visual. Hey, Adewale.
Sorry, I got locked out.
No worries, no worries. We figured.
I had a network glitch. Let me just reshare it now.
Yeah. And if you need me to send the correct data to your email,
All right,
I can do
so
that too.
you want me to have this? This is the roster that is the CSV.
Well, but that's not the file that I sent because the
Oh,
file that I
okay.
sent is called roster_days. Do you want me to send you the correct data to your email?
Oh, okay. The most. I mean, let me just check the WhatsApp group. Oh, okay, okay. So I have roster_days CSV and roster_days XLS.
Correct. Those are the
So
two
you
that
want me
we
to
want
have
you
those
to enter.
now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I have that now. Start days. Then roster_days.
Do you know how to connect that data and bring it up to Looker? Yeah.
Yeah. Um, right. So I have them here.
Correct. Those are the right ones.
Okay.
I think roster or passport days is the other one.
Okay. So let me just go.
I would delete all of these because all of them are wrong. Or except for passport. Sorry.
Remove.
Correct. Yeah. And then remove. And then add data source. Yeah. And then whichever one's been working for you. It looks like Excel works for you, so I would go with that one. Yeah. All right. So you want to go to see where it says roster and there's 3 dots. Yeah, click on those three dots.
Yeah.
Yeah, delete. Yeah. Then we're gonna add new. Yeah. Upload file. And then, yeah, the one that says days. Beautiful. Once it's done, we're going to select the table, right? Table one. Yeah, beautiful. All right, go ahead and add it. Yeah. And now we're going to blend our data, okay? We're going to join it. Beautiful, yeah. All right. Do you see how they showed up on the right-hand side?
Yes.
Right.
Can see them here.
Exactly. Exactly. All right, but we want to blend the data, right? We want anything that's in Passport that's relevant to roster, we want to transfer that data over and have one new brand table, right? So we're going to blend the data, correct? That blend button.
Yes. So yes.
See where it says blend? Yeah, there you go. We're going to add blend. Yeah, go ahead and do it. If you do something wrong, we'll let you know, okay? Say no thanks. Yeah, we can do a tour when we're on our own.
So I think you started with stuff.
Sorry, you broke up. Well, yeah, go ahead and do. It's pretty intuitive. I want you to try it out. Adewale, can you hear us? We can't really hear you. We can tell that you're saying something, but we can't tell what it is. Let's see if he joins us again. He might be out. Um, Merawi, do you want to share again, or Deborah, do you want to share? Oh, he's back.
I was muted, but I don't mind.
All right, let's see. Let's see where he's at. Adewale, where are you at? Can you hear us? Yeah, I think he's still having some issues. So yeah, Deborah, Meriwat, whoever wants to share, we can wrap up how to do these dashboards from a blended table.
I do want to give Deborah the chance, but I would love to share.
Yeah. Deborah, how you feeling?
Okay, I can share.
Yeah.
Let me see.
I'm sorry, everyone. My network
No
got me out
worries.
totally.
No
But
worries. You're totally fine. We were like 99% of the way there, Adewale.
Yeah, I think Adewale can go ahead. Yeah.
Do you want to share, Adewale?
Spray my network doesn't let me out again. Can you see my screen now?
It's entering sharing mode, but it hasn't quite started. It says double click to enter full screen mode.
Let me just stop and share. Uh, Abana, can you see it now?
Let me give it a second. There's usually a little bit of a delay. Oh, he dropped. Well, Deborah, let's do you. And then I might want to do an individual session with Adewale since his internet connection is kind of waning. Okay, so did you have a blended table already?
Oh, no, I've just been following
Oh,
what's
no
been going
worries, no
on.
worries. Are we
Yeah.
importing the data?
Yeah. So,
But that's not the right document.
yeah, I'm
Yeah.
surprised.
So
Yeah.
yeah, delete it and let's try and find the correct one. It might be we need to save it again.
Yeah. So let's see. Delete in a file. So, I think upload.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful.
That should be the data. Yeah, I think
So did
yeah,
you
the roster
download?
date.
Yeah, did you download the roster data from WhatsApp?
Oh yeah, I thought I did.
Do you remember where you saved it?
Okay, I can't find it here, so maybe I need to go save it again.
Let's see.
I thought I did really.
The way, like, what we're doing, I kid you guys not, this is 50% of data management is just organization. Like, where am I saving my data? Is it uploading properly? Is it visualizing? Do I need to clean? A lot of people think that that's like, oh, we should be going through that really, really fast. If it's just you, yeah, you get through it really fast. But if it needs to work for an entire organization, that's when you need to take all these other considerations into account. Yeah, there it is. See that? Where did
Yeah.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Yes. Yes. All right. Remember, we want the table. Exactly. Beautiful. Add it in. And Adewale, you're gonna see these steps as well. This is actually good. That way, if he can't share his screen, at least he can see what we're doing. Hey, baby. Did you just
Okay. Then I think the next is to bring in the passports. Okay,
correct?
add data.
Yeah, but can you do me a favor? We've got two. That was the thing. Do you see on your data pane? Yeah, you've got the both tables. You have it in CSV and you have it in Excel. You see that?
Okay.
So you did
Yeah.
you did upload it at one point.
Yeah. I uploaded CSV earlier. Yeah.
So
So I think, yeah.
I would keep one or the other. I wouldn't keep both in there because then you could confuse yourself when you're doing your visuals. So
Yeah.
I would go to resources. Yeah, manage added data sources. And I would pick one or the other to keep and then afterwards upload the second one.
Okay. So maybe let me pick okay, let me remove the
Sure.
CSV.
And then there's a
Okay.
button right there to add more data.
Okay.
Sometimes I feel like I spend most of my days changing data types and file types. Like,
Yeah.
wow, I thought it
So
was going to be way more complicated, like coding all day, every day. No. Yeah,
so
beautiful. Exactly. So we want to find
mm,
passport,
yeah.
which hasn't undergone any changes really.
So this is passport.
Beautiful. Exactly. There should be a table for us to select.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that would be is it table what? How do we select
Oh, you
for
just click on
passport?
it. Yeah, you just click table 5.
Okay.
Yeah, beautiful. All right, add. All right. Now this time, Deborah, I want you to figure out how to do the blending, okay?
Okay.
Merawit
Okay.
and I will be here in the background in case you're going to make a mistake, but we want you to struggle a little
Okay.
bit, okay?
All right.
And Adewale, watch Deborah because this is the step you were at, okay? We're at the step where we're going to blend the data now. Awesome. All right.
Add a blend.
I'm not saying anything unless you make a mistake.
Yeah. So let's see. Roster underscore.
So that's the
Okay.
name you want to put all the way on the left. See where it says blend name on all the way to the left?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that's where you'll put roster underscore password.
Okay. Not on table name.
Yeah, for
Okay.
this one, just rename it. Name it roster, and then you're gonna change the data source right below it where it says table name. Yeah, there you're gonna put roster underscore passport. Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. Then on the table name, that would be what?
We're gonna do roster first because that's the one we want everything.
Okay. Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And now,
Okay.
but you got to do something next after you give it the name roster. What data source is selected?
Okay. Um,
See right
okay.
below where it says roster, where you renamed it roster?
Yeah.
Yes, there we go. Which table
Okay.
do we actually want to use?
Roster days.
There we go. Perfect. All right. Now I want you to add all of the variables we have into
Oh,
dimension, except
and
for record count. Yeah, exactly. Yes.
okay.
Add them all.
Mm, user ID, first name, um, last name, gender, parent. Mm, okay. Show to run. Do we need birthday? We don't need that. Okay.
Birthday? Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, just add them all in just for
Okay.
practice.
So
Yeah,
I think that will be all.
cool, perfect. All right, what do you think is next?
So next would be join another table.
Beautiful. And which one are we picking?
So join another table would then be to pick the passports.
Perfect. And then what?
Then that would be to now. So under dimensions, we have last name, but we need to still add maybe other. Let's see. Passport number. Maybe this as well, I don't know.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah.
Now there's one last thing we need to do.
Okay.
We need to tell the tables. Well, let's rename table 2. Sorry. Let's call it passport.
Passport, yeah.
Yeah. And then you need to tell the machine which variable to join on. Remember we talked about a
Yeah.
unique ID?
Mm-hmm.
All right. In order to tell the computer that, where do we go? Yeah.
So
Beautiful.
configure join, yeah.
Exactly.
So here.
Yep.
Here
Exactly.
with table. So I think it's Excel, this one.
Exactly. Yeah. All
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
Then
Beautiful.
save.
That's it. All right. Now what?
Okay, I think I need to hit this as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Beautiful.
Yeah. Blend saved.
All right. Now close that window. You'll see it at the top. Right. Yeah. There we go. And now,
Sorry,
yes.
sorry,
Sorry. Go ahead,
sorry.
Adewale.
Which one did you? Sorry for jumping in. I'm actually following up here, but I lost track. Which one did we pick when we clicked on join configuration? We
Oh,
clicked on left outer, right?
yes.
Then
Left outer.
Yeah.
join condition, the
Can
User
join
ID.
condition,
Yeah.
user ID on both.
Correct.
Yeah.
Deborah, if you go to resources
Okay.
and see where it says manage blends. Yeah,
Okay.
beautiful. That will bring it back up. See where it says edit?
Okay.
Yeah, so this is how you bring back up the blends that you have done. Yeah, can you show Adewale his question? Where was he asking
Okay.
no
So
extra
it's
stuff?
here. So his question was here.
Exactly.
So you can see it's already on left outer, which is what we want. So there's no need changing it. Yeah. So these are the two, but assuming we need to maybe exit out again and do that again. Thank you. We just need to do
Exactly.
add field. If you put user ID, it will also appear in the other side.
Exactly. Adewale,
Yeah.
are you tracking with us?
Yeah.
Yes, so
And
I'm there now.
Perfect.
okay. So we just save.
Perfect. Now, Deborah's save on the bottom left isn't showing up as blue because she hasn't made any changes.
Yeah.
Yours should show up as blue, Adewale, and then you should hit save.
Yes, it showed as blue, and I hit save. So I'm trying to do the blending now. Roster underscore passports. Then I have the save option under it. Come out as blue. I'll just click save there, right?
Sorry, can you share your screen? You should have 3 tables at the end.
So I have under the blend name. So I have roster underscore passports. Then I have save. So let me just save. So I have blend saved. All right.
But are you trying to share?
Okay, let me try again. I think my network is not strong enough to share, but let me just try again.
Oh,
Okay.
Thank you. Give me
Okay.
one
okay.
Okay. If you're unable to share, then I'll continue
Yeah.
sharing.
Then yeah,
Okay.
Deborah, you can share. And Adewale, tell us maybe do a little bit of a description of where there's a difference since we can't see where your screen's at.
All right, so I think I was at the page she left just before you go here on that blend data page. So I have the roster middle, then the roster passports, like the 3 pages. I have them together.
The 3 tables under data.
Tables. Yeah, under blend data. So go back to management. Okay.
You're at this
Yes.
page. You're
Yes.
here.
So this is where I'm at. Yes.
Okay. So all I just did was to now close this out.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yes.
Then I'm good.
Okay. Good.
All good?
Yes.
Okay. So Deborah, go ahead and give me a table. I want a chart that's a table. Yeah, beautiful. Give me that one. And put it at the top, but not all the way at the top of the canvas. Give me like, yeah, go down a little bit more. Yeah, there. Make the table as wide as your canvas is, but make it like thin, like skinny. It doesn't need to be super long.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. And can you adjust those columns? Yeah. So the index and the user ID ones, yeah. Because we're gonna add a lot of columns into this. So we need as much space as possible. Beautiful. Yeah. All right. Can you take out record count?
Okay. How do I do that?
So you're going to click on, you're going to be in the visual and see where it says metric on the right-hand side in your property
Okay.
thing. Yeah. Pick
Okay.
out record. Yeah.
Extra. Okay.
Under dimension, add in, yeah, you can do that too. Yeah.
Oh, why does it keep moving?
So, yeah, the icon needs to change before you move it. Yeah. There. And then the gray part on top, that's where you'd be able to grab it and move.
Yeah.
So yeah, so under dimension, oh, sorry. Go back. Do you see that our data source right now is passport?
Yeah.
Can you change that to blended? Yes. All right. When you go ahead and add in a dimension, yeah, give me everything under passport and roster, but no need to repeat. So if you select, like you already have user ID from passport, I think.
No, yeah, from both. Yeah.
Yeah,
So first name, last name from roster.
beautiful.
Then we have gender, department, and do days deployed. Then it's okay, specialty one, specialty two, then passport number.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to put the birthday. Okay, let me put it as an identifier as well. Wait, yeah.
Expiration date, we definitely need.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I would put expiration date right next to passport number.
Yeah. Okay, so we have, then I can put birthday here. Okay.
Beautiful. All right. Now, yeah, you might want to adjust the columns a little bit just so we can actually read the data in there, because I'm going to show you guys how to use a filter, which is what makes this a dashboard.
Yeah.
And actually, can you X out specialty 1 and specialty 2 for me?
Okay.
Yeah, I forgot. I don't want those in there. And take out department too.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, we're good now.
Okay. Yeah, so I believe we're good now.
Yeah. Okay. Now, can you give me a scorecard? Give me 4 scorecards, blank scorecards.
Okay. So 4, do I select them once?
You can select it once and then do like copy and paste with your keyboard.
Okay.
First you have to place it though.
Okay, so how do I select? Let me see.
Yes. Click on it and then move on to the canvas. So you have to deselect the table.
Okay, first.
Yeah.
Okay, I've clicked on the table. How do I deselect it?
You click somewhere aside than the table. Okay, perfect. Now go to add a chart. Yeah. And give me a scorecard and put it below the table. All right. And instead of passport as your data source, give me the blended one as your data source. Do you see under the properties pane? Uh-oh. Can you guys still hear me?
I can hear you.
You can hear me?
Oh no.
Huh. I wonder if there was some issue with her.
I'm back, yeah.
Yay. I was like, it's probably because of the sharing.
Yeah.
Yeah, excellent. Okay. Instead of metric, give me the dimension. And instead of user ID, give me department.
Yeah. So even though we remove department from the table, okay, this is a different.
Yeah, this is what I'm showing you. This is what a dashboard is. Ready? So can you make that scorecard bigger? Yeah, make it quite a bit bigger because we have words in there that are like epidemiologists. So we need it to fit the entire word.
Yeah, what?
Yeah. And maybe make it a little bit skinnier. Other way, sorry. Yeah, make it skinnier like that and then longer on the side.
Okay. This way?
Maybe a little bit shorter. The longest word is that's going to go in there is epidemiology. So you only need it to be as big as epidemiology.
Okay, I think this should be okay.
Yeah. Do copy and paste. Do you know how to do that with your keyboard?
Yeah, so what do I copy and paste?
That visual that you have selected right now.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't have the same.
So I should press, yeah.
Um, Merawi, do you have a different keyboard?
No, I just hers says BIOS, mine says HPM.
That's
So I
fine.
don't.
I'll show you in a minute why it's doing that.
Yeah.
Same here. I have HPM also.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. I'm going to show you guys in a second what's happening.
Okay, I think I pasted twice. How many times we need to paste?
Give me
Once?
4. Give me 4.
4?
Each of them, so 2 columns,
Okay.
each with 2 rows.
Okay. So I move this here.
Yeah, exactly. And then copy and paste another one right below it.
Okay.
Beautiful. Okay. Go to the first square.
This one?
Yeah. And change that from sorry, we'll leave department. Go to the one next to it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, instead of department, you're going to put in expiration date. Or sorry, passport number. No, over on primary field. Yeah.
Okay.
I probably should have shown you guys an image of what we were doing. Yeah, do passport number. Perfect. It should say no debt. Under the next one, next to passport number.
This one?
Yeah, give me expiration date. Okay, now scroll all the way to the top where I told you to leave a little space.
Yeah, I know. I'm coming just to arrange this. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So up
Oh,
here.
sorry. Sorry, one more thing. See where the second department one is?
Yeah.
Can you drag that to the bottom, to the first column? Yeah. And replace it with specialty one. Beautiful. Yeah. And then copy and paste the image to make a second one. Beautiful. Yeah. And change it to specialty two. Beautiful. All right. Sorry. Now we go back up to the top of the page where I told you to leave a little space. Click on the canvas so everything. Okay. Yeah. Perfect. See where it says add a control? We haven't used this yet. So this is brand new. It's
Yeah.
next. It's next to add a chart and blend those buttons at the top. Yes,
Okay.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yes, beautiful. Add that one. And you're looking for advanced filter. Yeah. All right, give me 3 of those in a row at the top. Yep. All right, beautiful.
Can we go back on that? What
Yeah.
was it?
Yeah. Let's do it again.
Sorry, I just
Okay.
didn't have space. I was creating space on top. So when you
No
said
worries. We go to add a control
Add a control.
and advanced
Advanced
filter.
filter.
Exactly.
I pick this one.
advanced
Oh,
filter.
Advanced filter, exactly.
yeah. It's crazy.
And you should be able to point and click to drop it the way you would with a visual.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like deselect that one now. Yeah, and then go back to add a control. Oh no, you want to deselect it.
Well, how? Delete?
So no. When I say deselect, it means something is selected, so you got to click somewhere else to deselect. Exactly. Now we're going to do it one more time. Go to add a control. Exactly. And now just move it to where you want it to be and click.
Sorry, does copy and paste work?
Yes.
Okay.
Now, the first one you're going to leave as is. The second one is last name. The third one is expiration date. Change expiration date to, and sorry, these should all be pulling from, go back to the first one. Sorry. I thought we were on the right data source. Yeah. Can you change your data source to the blended? Yeah. With the next one, change data source to blended and change it to first name. And the last one, do the same. Blended and I want last name. I would do not the passport. I would do
Roster.
yeah, because not every name is going to be in roster. Not every name will be in passport.
Okay.
There we go. Beautiful. Okay. Now,
the first one was user ID.
correct. Yes. Now, go to first name, Deborah, and type in my name, Camila. Equals is fine. Yeah. Yeah, you could do contain, you could do starts with. Either way, we're just looking for my name.
Okay.
And press enter. Voila. Deborah, answer me a question. What is my specialty? What is Camila's specialty?
Okay, well, communication. Okay. Specialty 1.
Yeah. Do I have a second specialty?
No.
No.
Your specialty is communications. Yeah.
What department do I come from?
Epi.
Do I have a valid passport?
Yeah.
There we go. This is how dashboard works.
Okay.
I would call this one a deployer lookup because I'm looking for specific deployers. That's what our filters are at the top. They call them controls here. But or slicers, I'm sorry. The slicers at the top allow us to slice and dice the data by whatever we want. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Now, there's another thing that I was going to show you guys with the code, but I see that we're at 12:20. So if we want to pause here, we can, or we can just wrap up with the code that I sent you guys at the beginning of the class.
Okay. I don't know.
So
maybe
the advanced filter works as a slicer, right?
I'm sorry?
The advanced filter that we brought out from the added control, it works as a slicer, right?
Exactly. That's exactly what it is. It's a slicer. So now your boss can ask you about any specific deployer, and you can look them up by their user ID, by their first name, or their last name. And we pulled out like department, passport number, expiration date. We pulled those out and put them in their own visuals because we're going to do some conditional formatting. But before we do the conditional formatting, we've got to add a calculated field, which is the code that I sent you guys. Does that make sense? So how do you guys feel? Do you want to pause here? We can do it again next week. Or do you guys want to try and see if we can get the code going?
I want to see if we can get the code going, but I do have a question.
Yeah, go for it.
So when you asked Deborah about your specialty,
and
it's not on here, I had to go back to the filter and added the specialties. So I clicked on the table and added specialties, which she told us to remove earlier.
Oh,
how did she answer without knowing that?
Oh, wait, sorry. Okay. Actually, can you share your screen? I have a great imagination, but it's not the best.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, but let me just answer how I answered. Can you see specialty?
Yes.
Can you see communication? You know, yeah. And can you see when she asked that she had a valid passport? You can see it's the same, like October 1629. That's what we have on that expression.
Click on her.
So, yeah, so it's speaking to the same person, even though it's not on the table, but it's already on the scorecard, which we'd already brought out. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Meta, remember when Deborah was building the table and I was like, oh, no, wait, delete specialty, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
It's because I wanted to bring it out special. And the reason it's not like one way is right and the other is wrong. It's just that we're building a very specific dashboard that helps us answer very specific questions. That's the difference between like an overview page and a dashboard page, or a report and a dashboard. Like one is static and the other one is interactive. So I should be able to ask Deborah, like, Deborah, look up a last name that is, let's see if Connor is in there. I don't know. There should be some easy, Jones. Maybe Jones is a last name that might be in there. And you got to hit enter. Yeah.
No,
No
no
Jones, but
data
I saw a
surprises.
Young. I saw a Young. Can you tell me what Young's department, his specialties, and does he have a passport? Young with a Y, sorry. Like I am a young person, which I'm not.
You are, but Young, it doesn't bring anybody.
Try without the O.
Okay, without O.
Yeah,
Okay.
it might be like a Korean last name. And if it doesn't work with that, then try just with the O.
Okay,
That would
let's
be
try this.
the last name or first name. Okay. Oh, let's just find someone.
Or yeah,
Mhm.
exactly. You could do that. Just find somebody. Yeah,
I
Whitney Young was there. Young under last name.
nope.
Zimmer, Riley,
I
more,
see young when I see young,
right?
but when I filter it, it doesn't show.
Oh, we're not using the right data source. Deborah,
Yeah.
you see
We
them
should
there?
go to blend. Yeah, blend.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This is why we have the blended data. Was that the issue on your side, Meadowy?
I got
Yeah, I think,
blended
yeah.
on both of them. I have blended on actually all of them.
And then you want to select last name from the roster table, not last name from the
From the
passport.
passport. Yeah.
Yeah,
Try
I
Young
have that.
again. Young, because it should be there.
Okay, so let's
It's
see.
not searching for me. It says no data, but it is on the
Is it
roster.
on there? I wonder.
Um,
Instead of equals, can you put contains? Let's see.
Yeah,
okay. Let me try this one.
still nothing. I
Okay.
wonder if it's
If this is
yes,
part
it
of the
was
connection.
capital sensitive.
It
So
is
why I
capital
had to
sensitive?
yeah. So I had
Okay.
But she has hers capital sensitive, but you've got it spelled incorrectly. It's Youn.
yeah, it's YON and then it's with capital Y.
Okay. Young.
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Capital sense, are they all capitals or
Here, I'm putting
starting
it
with
in the
capital?
chat. If you delete Young from
Mm-hmm.
last name and press enter.
Enter. There's nothing. I didn't type
Yes.
anything. Mm-hmm.
Okay, now this is what we want to be looking at. Look at number 2.
Number 2.
See how it's spelled Young?
Yeah.
That should show up under last name for us, but it's not. So can you take the user ID and put it in under user ID?
It shows for me, it was just that Y needed to be capital.
It needed to be capitalized. Yeah, I don't know if
Let me try it again. I don't know why. Young.
did it work with equals or did it have to go to like contains?
Oh, contains.
There we go.
Let me see if my
Okay.
equals
Might
work.
have, yeah, it might have like a space in there that that's where
Yeah.
data
Okay, yeah.
can be.
So mine works with
Equals is not
contain.
same.
Contains. Yeah.
Yeah, which now gives us 3 of them, but I only want to know Whitney's information.
Yes.
Yeah.
So to further, you can either put her first name or her user ID, or just click on her name in the table.
Yeah.
And then we'll do what's called cross filtering. When you click on her name, do you see how the information at the bottom changed?
Yep.
Click on me instead, Camila Youngblood.
It changed.
See it?
Mm-hmm.
So again, these are quirks that it's like if I was paying for Power BI, that unacceptable, right? But this is what comes with free softwares, which again, if we're working with an agency that doesn't have a lot of money, or like in my case, I want to visualize my dad's budget. I have to manage our money for the household. I live with my dad. Sorry, Merawi. There's a little bit of like history here. So I live with my dad and I have to manage our budget. And I do that by doing visualizations. I don't have a work account or a school account, so I can't do Power BI. And Tableau costs money and I don't want to pay more money. So I'm using Looker. But this basically here, this is what a dashboard is. And we're going to be practicing things like, for example, this expiration date is good to go. If it was April 13th, 2025, I would want that visual to highlight in red. That way, without doing any kind of calculation in your head, you can be like, or Camila or your boss can be like, hey, does Young have a valid passport? And you're like, okay, looking up Young, here she is. And it shows up in red and immediately you know does not have a valid passport. She could have a number and she could have an expiration date, but they might be expired, in which case they're not valid anymore. They're expired, right? Am I making sense? And Adewale, over to you.
All right, thank you so much. I'm at the same page. However, if you click on Camila Young on the table, Young Blood,
Yeah.
my passport number here is different, even though the specialty one and expiration date are the same. I just
Check.
want to be sure.
Yeah. The first thing I can think of is Deborah. Can you scroll down a little bit? Just so we can see it a little bit better. So go to your passport image or chart, Adewale. So we're gonna click on passport number on that image, that chart.
Which one?
Sorry, further down the scorecard that says passport number, and then it shows my passport number.
Okay.
Yeah, that one. Yeah. So select that. Adewale, do you have your data source as your roster passport?
Okay, I think I have it as passport number. Okay, so I'm coming. There's no passport number on that roster. Maybe I forgot to
Did
bring
you
that
add
in.
that when you did a join? Can you go to resources, Deborah, and manage your blends?
Yeah. Just to confirm that, Adewale, do you have your data source as the roster passport?
So when I click on the passport, what do we call this now? Scorecard.
Data source.
Yeah. So my data source is roster underscore passport. Yes.
Okay, so now let's make sure that you have the variable passport number in your blend.
Okay, so we'll go to resource.
You go to resources.
I'll go to manage blend.
Yeah, you go to manage blends.
There we go. Yeah. So Deborah,
So
show
I click
him.
on edit.
Click on edit. Yeah. So let's see your table on roster passports. Does it have
Passport number?
Does it have passport
Yes.
number?
Yes, I have passport number on the blend table.
On the roster passport.
On the roster passport, yes.
And is your table 1 roster and table 2 is passport?
Yes, table 1 is roster, table 2 is passport, yes. But under roster, I don't have any passports there.
Yeah, there is
And I
no.
don't think,
Yeah, there's
shouldn't
no
have
there's no
passport number
passport there.
column.
Yeah.
Yes. So I have that only on the passport and on the roster passport, yes.
I think the only way to fix this would be to share your screen. Do you think you're able to do that?
Let me attempt to.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's see.
Great. Thank you so much.
No worries.